like how the arrow is still giving me a death stare. While the bows, oh no, bows are over here giving me a death stare as well. Ah, looks like the apple tree is growing apples. Not exactly what I desire, but it is growing apples, and I'll do a video on it. So, if you don't know who I am, I'm Redcollarwolf here to show you some more. Another devlog on I Know Dragon. Hello, Kookaburra, my friend. And I guess I got a little something a little special. The apples are glowing on the tree on a random configuration pattern every single time. Can't even tell that it's not even fully covered the tree. It's gonna annoy me. Maybe not even people. Just me. Or maybe it stays there forever. Something is gonna happen with that. But I've gotten at least working to a standard that I desire. I'll do the most part. I do have to fight to get it working well. See this? Oh, I didn't realize they wanted to grow many trees in this corner of the world. Yeah, sometimes it works. I mean, some of these aren't going. These ones should be going, but... yeah, I'm confused. Just like I've always been for the last few times doing this. Ugh, I don't know where that lag is coming from. But it's not like, it's the lag that's probably going to be fixed with, or the jumping is probably going to be fixed with me. Okay, goodbye, sir. This is going to give me a death stare. Limited on the frame rate, because the problem with it at the moment, it's being in a dick. And see how it's jumping up and down here. Right now it's at 111. But when I play this, it might go down to standard play mode. I hope this doesn't actually look like it's going too fast or anything. I guess we also have or have not heard. I have been starting to do the effects. Oh yes, and we also added army value to one of these dudes. It's also, could this be the fact of, yeah, we've done this. Okay. Oh, hang on. Whoops, equals this. This might be a factor in why the... oh, I'm pretty sure strawberries grew before. That's how I'm gonna end up doing the season stuff. Oh, there they are. So we got 2 bushes working. Look at these beautiful strawberries. It's actually very similar to how the word strawberries grow in real life, if you don't know that. Oh, okay. I need to fix that problem. Someday I will. Someday I will. Ho, ho. Don't know why I'm in the singing mood. We don't ask questions sometimes. 0.1. Oh, hang on. 0.1. There we go. Well, that definitely works, doesn't it? I don't know what's going on with these drops. So this is devlog number 27, I think. If you were wondering. Yeah, 27. Yeah, I've clearly lost my mind over this. Oh god, no. I haven't seen last that long. But I'm now burning. And I'm setting all the other sheepies on fire. I haven't added anything special with these effects yet. See, clearly I haven't burned the sheep. I'm not on fire, and that was clearly a burning effect. And also made it more efficient in its own way as well, to where it's on the hurt boxes of the weapons themselves. No. I'm standing in the bush. Okay. I've surely lost my sanity. Yeah, I'm trying to get down on the grant for I Know Dragon, so then we can get a bit of funding to I Know Dragon and eventually help him improve. Oh no! We have a phantom apple! The only apple that's on the outskirts. Oh god, I forgot these dudes are here. I seek something that I don't know what I desire now. And now I'm getting chased by wolves. This is nice. I can't even remember what I seeked. All of this is gone full swim. I might add a bit of swimming in the later characters and some mobs too. So, just Just show me the goods. Show me the flowers. Okay, now let's go. To this code we go. Okay, now we gotta help get through all the scrap of this code. So how it's done. So first, to get the spawner stuff properly working, we mainly need, I guess we do need need this. So we need our spawner check timer and spawner timer. Actually, we don't need a check timer anymore. We just need a spawner timer. Let's do a need check timer. I don't know. I have to look at that when we get down to it. See what I did with that. Did we do a center point here? I don't think I actually used this for anything, but we do have our own custom object. So the object is a packed scene. That is important to make it customizable. Yeah, I haven't went through the work of cleaning this out, so I don't know how this mess is like. So how do we access our numbers from here? So we went off here, so we got shape dot get extensions. So we get in these bad boys, these measurements, so then each one can have their own custom size. And even if you're not fully making it custom, it's the work of getting, you can make it whatever size you want to as well, even if you're not getting it fully custom for each bugger. And then there's some default terms, minimum and maximum for randomizing the glowing. I don't know, I've attempted that before on this general spawner for the plants, but I didn't really get that for some reason. This spawner is mainly for the mobs and like the fruit and the bushes and the trees and flowers, I guess, as well. And then there's the limit. Loop them out, which is gonna be a way to stop it from looping for the 50th time, which is pretty interesting to think about. So whenever you want a loop to stop, so what you do is let it go through that loop, tell it to add 1 to the loop amount, and eventually when it hits 8, it will stop, and it loop through 8 times, but then it will just stop until you tell it to start again. Then it will loop through 8 times. But it does start this time, but it is set up to start this timer whenever it is looping through. If I didn't do well. You see here, it's told to stop and then start the check timer. So we do still need the check timer. And it says whenever it starts glowing, start glowing. Although it might not have a restart. Really, I guess it might still have a restart. And then it says stop timer whenever it's out of the season. That's what they're for. And this is the object to insert the object. And now this is the spawn point. So this is the point of where they're gonna spawn. It's the calculation you need. Vectors are when the range, isn't it? Yeah, and then you gotta go minus spawn range, which is the extensions from here, which is these right here. Minus .x and x, so positive and minus you need of y and x. Then I did an if statement where it adds to self or adds to the world. So the problem with before, we had the mobs going by the y source. So instead of adding it to self, we added to the world. Both running by the same limiter system. Although when it's added a child, you can actually limit that as well. We add that back in for this one specifically. Might not be a bad idea, but this is the code for that. So this adds it as direct child of random spawner. And then else, if it's not true, then it just add it to the world. So the current scene it's a part of. And then there's our plus and equals 1. So when it loops through, it'd be equal 2 if it's looped through 2 times. And then this is what happens when the check timer comes through. loop amount equals 0. Spawn timer starts and check timer stops. Let's do that so it doesn't collide. Sometimes you gotta do that with some of these timers. I mean, I guess you probably put the chicken box, but I don't know. And it's kind of annoying trying to customize this. I finally encountered that with the buildings. I got pretty lucky I could even do what I did here, which I had to go through here, knock out this, go back to here, add this in, and then do all the measurements there, and then go back to when the spawner add it back in. I don't know if it'll be permanent at the moment, but I will actually record a video on that, fully explaining it to you all, so then we get the people who don't see this. And you get to be more explained about that too. So let's go into the world. So definitely have added more buildings in here. That was probably like a guarantee. I also want to see how this world is going. Oh, look at my bushmeat. Oh, I'm going for the building. I thought you guys done a little tour on the road. We're still gonna show you something. I can't remember what it was now. A sift. If something of reasonably importance is more than the flute. And this. And more that. I can't remember what it was now. Like, can you? I literally mentioned it before. Oh yeah, the effects. That's what we're after. That is what I desire. And we might have this season as well. I still haven't got the stamina bar to what I desire, as in a way of use. I've still got multiple foxes coming out of the hole. I don't know, I feel like it's not quite there, as in a way of... I don't want it to hinder you, I just want it to be there as in a way to limit some things, but not to be a hindrance. There's a blind spot, because if I didn't have that there, it'd be a very different feel to the game. And especially one that kind of doesn't quite rely on infinite energy in a way. I have to be able to do with the show you how effectively do the worlds. I might even make the player faster, one faster. I could always do that. Because I don't just want to make infinite energy. Oh, look at this. We got it close. Oh my god, this one looks really cool, these colours. They all come up random colours, so each time you see these, they'll be all different colours. Oh, I also haven't showed you guys one of the coolest things I've added in. I'm pretty sure I didn't do this last time. Oh, then we got the silos. Then we got this building over here. I don't know how much of... No, I don't think I've really showed up in the buildings down here. Oh, then we also got this, a wasp basket. Basically a wasp box. Because I got a wasp box in the first place, that's its name now. I'm like, well, I know it's going to be a box, but I don't really know what to call it, you know. I have actually extended the camera out. I hope you guys don't mind that, or like it more. I feel like it was needed to happen to extend the camera out. Oh, I got this. Don't look into the sugar wheat for too long. Yeah, I've been trying to get screenshots and everything. No, what a pain. I'll probably be able to half that if I desire. Don't know what the fire drop's doing after the time. Oh, there's my strawberries. Strawberries. Oh, look at that beautiful strawberries. Oh, I love them, man. I don't actually like strawberries, but they look really cool. I actually find really cool plums at the shop. Not really too big on them, but they actually look really cool. I might give them a go. I might try one. Because we did all being summer, oh my god. We almost passed by the legendary thing. Do you see these beautiful parts? Right here. The thing I spent a good 2 days on because, well, I have problems, I think. Here you guys go. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I felt like it was really interesting to explore into the more arty style of these guys because I do feel like they use a lot of paint. They do art like this a lot. Feels like something like that. And they also use different types of clay for these things. They don't actually need to be the best performing thing in the world. I also need to take a photo. God, I made this really hard to take a photo from the front, didn't I? Don't know why I did, but I did. I also really like the builder's hut, if you guys haven't seen that. One of my favorite buildings that I've gotten done. Yeah, I've made like ladders too. Wow, okay, now I'm starting to remember what I've done. Oh yeah, so we also got multiple colored bricks. I might actually... And this is a multiple family house. This one is here. I need to move this a little bit down so we can get past. So I felt like I might as well do that since a lot of its culture is, you know, especially after the downfall of Silverblake, they had to go and figure out how to build more houses. Effectively. Okay. I need to figure out where I am so we can find the house. Go back to the main road. I'm also picking up the main road as well. I thought that'd be an interesting thing to do. I need that to go faster now. Here we go. This is the main road. I was also trying to dabble in with the maps, but that didn't went so well. We fought with it then. I kind of like how the effects went. That's why I've been playing with mode and the effects at the same time. It looks to be in 10 minutes. Oh yeah, we also got a new flooring tile, which looks really nice. I think up here is the builder's hut. Oh, this is the water dude, and here's the builder's hut. So we got a ladder and a step ladder. I really like how this step ladder turned out. We got two varieties of it, both facing different ways. Oh, new planty. You guys have not seen new planty. We got the new plant. It's a hanging plant. That's specifically why I wanted the pots in the first place, to make a hanging plant like this. And then we also get to see the stool on a different angle. Oh my god. This is starting to look cooler. It's kind of weird. You never realize how much those little things make a difference to the buildings. Because I really haven't added much to these buildings except for the hanging pots. A lot of things I've seen online is basically people adding plants to buildings about the most detail I've seen in these buildings. And you think there'd be like more detail, but I guess there was fancy detail too, where you could do like vines on the side of windows, but that has no practical purpose in this area. I might do stuff like that. I think I have planned to do like for the desert, and we got some ducks over here. I haven't marked this out to be the water yet. That's the reason why they are not swimming. But I don't mind the look of that. I like this dense bushland like that area. All dense-ish. Because I'm pretty sure, I will also realize that I haven't got many photos of the, well, it wasn't that far away, that Bill's hut. The wetlands. I haven't done much on the wetlands, I realized. But I reckon the wetlands would be more dense than this place will be. Or at least harder to transfer, harder to like walk around. But I have to compromise with that. If it is going to end up being harder to walk around, I have to make sure there is easy ways to get around. But if you know what I mean. Oh, this becomes some people's least like area, which is fair enough. I'm still going through some things. Okay. So now at the part we've all been waiting for, and I just realized, well, you can export. I just find the bug. That's nice. Oh, it's still got the weather system with ties, so it is sunny. I actually made that longer if you're wondering why we haven't really seen Wade in the last few development logs of at least. Oh, it's the power station. We didn't count that. The power is solar. Oh, the little they do have some power, but not big power supply. Is my idea behind that. Alright, so what we need to do is go find the hitbox. And we also got a button on that one too, on that fire drop bush to tell it to be what it is, say. Fully going or not? Okay, seeing as we got ice is not really a developed one, but it's there in its own way. So we got to get that up. We might as well quick there, but we need to get in there. So we got low and high damage, and then we got go through armor, then the player, but I don't know if we really need to have that. Level 1, 2, and 3 is going to be something added in later. Then we got all these effects. There's going to be more effects in that, probably. Now, one once gets hit, he shall never move again. Once the effect actually gets used. You see how everybody is actually starting to burn on that fire pot? Because I haven't, although they did have a separate node with hit effects, we're using those hit effects specifically that spawns on the entity whenever the entity's hit. Oh, you see this dude? He's probably got a dose of ice. Ice. Oh, he probably does too. Because once you get iced, there is no movement allowed. It's kind of an evil one. I don't think it's called ice specifically. It might be called frozen. Let's have a look. We go over here, then we go looking for it. It's frozen. So we go up to here, paste in the bamboo. No, might not exist anymore. The problem is we need to turn all this on to truly see it working. So I have went and made these effects bigger than where the final product of them is gonna be. So that I can tell that it spawns onto an entity mainly. Oh, we still have to restart the game. So we can now show off my evil deeds of freezing the sheepies. See, I don't know, he does move. Ah, isn't he like a sheepy? Oh god, look at this. And then this goes through and adds in fire. See how that bigger circle is fire? And we don't want to be anywhere near that because everything gets hurt by fire. And the little circle is ice. But apparently it didn't end up working. I must have did something to make it not so working. So we go to freezing. Peace. There's a high possibility. I did do something that made it not so working. Yeah, I was trying to do this. So if I knock out this. Code didn't really work if you want to know the conclusion of that. Or it's half working. Now if we went rampage all the way through. Hopefully, come on. See, now Sheepy barely moves. And then sooner or later we're gonna figure out the actual problem behind this. You're probably like, oh, that's cool, the sheepies don't move and I'm a horrible person. You haven't seen the best part of it. The worst part of it, I mean. See? He doesn't move back to normal speed. No, sheepy, he moves slow for the rest of his life. That ice is permanently damaged to him now. Okay, that's... See, the ice is the most dangerous weapon of them all. I guess in a way. But it doesn't actually do damage. Unlike some of the others that you've clearly seen a lot of the fire, which is the burning one. This is the burning one, so it goes through armor. So it's a real dick when it gets to you. You clearly can see it knock out a good time for our health. So counter to this is going to be more resistance. Is the best way of doing it. Or maybe it would even be more in depth than just resistance. We also got bleed, which is a far more deadlier, but I guess it's not as long. I guess let's see, duration 7, duration 1. Yeah. In a way, this one's probably the shortest and probably more deadlier one I think it's gone a part of. I keep changing my idea of it all the bloody time, I think. You see that time is meant to be very different. Fire is not a real effect, I don't think, yet. Some of these are just there. And poison. I've tested to do different levels of poison, but I don't know if it really worked. Now, let's go back to our weapon. So, here, I'll do a video on this too when we get it done. What happened there? Something. So we got damage, heavy damage, light damage, then we got the player, and then the armor go through, which is an important statistic for those effects, so they get to work you. So how armor works is that they have a number of how much they will block at the moment. I might have to make those numbers bigger, so probably divided by 2, and then that's how much it blocks. So numbers might go up to there. I feel like that might be a possibility. And I gotta stop touching these glasses. I've already had an instant where I spilled water on my keyboard. That's nice, isn't it? Then we got the air attack, earth attack, which is going to be heavy damage, fire attack, poison, bleed, ice attack, which is defeasing, shadow attack, which is going to hold something still, which is going to slow down movement and do damage. We also got the lightning attack, which is going to be just like faster. In the air, I haven't got kite working, which is the type of sword that we are carrying, and that will whip through armor. Is the point of that one specifically. Earth will probably just do a bit more damage. But in a way, if you wanted to go against a lot of armored folk, it's probably better off taking the air blade. It's going to make it seem worthwhile. Okay, now let's go get my good old friend called Poison on there. Blade. So now if we go back to player, we have to go and to play itself and to here. I'm pretty sure, yeah. I did not do it on here itself, did I? Oh no, I did. Okay. So from here, after I just went straight to here. So we can refund that one and go straight to poison. And then we go stabby. Time. Okay, now we're gonna see the poison effect maybe. Or we're just gonna see hit effects. Don't know. And for some reason it's a bit dodgy with the spawnage for some reason. I don't know why, but it is. I'm pretty sure I got hit. I might have just made this one small again, since we're not seeing it. Says, read for me. Oh my god, this doesn't look very good for these sheep lives. So the next question, did I just like put all of them here just so they get sorted by me? It's a question we always ask. The fog is in mood for now. Oh, look at that. He's poisoned! I've got some of them poisoned. And then we can also go for the bleed tag. Maybe the bleed might have... I do expect this one to be more like one that will whip through everything more faster than... Sirs, just add the attack to it, please. God. Why is the system so faulty at times? I have no idea. I'm still on the sheepies. Ah. You're an interesting little fella, aren't you? Time to start sorting the chickens out. Oh god, I just killed them. I'm pretty sure I'm doing more than what I should be in the way of damage when I murder them in one strike. Maybe it's going a bit fast, I don't know. But it does work. These ones scream. Well, we've seen plenty of the burning, haven't we? Oh, whoops, I've murdered them all. Dear, where are you? Oh, right there. I can't see the deer, there's got so many boxes. Oh, whoops, I killed the deer. I'm just going off on murdering one page, well. Bye. Oh, we can go murder the boobs. People care about them a little less, sadly. There ain't no 2 bits of meat. There was a arrow if I did. Oh, look at all the look at the berries. Excuse me, sir. Where's your berries, huh? There's no escaping me in my blade. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I think when I whack them in one hit, there seems to be statistics. So I might have to change how long it takes to get started on that blade. So if I went to actually let's do it at 1. 1 to 12 maybe. Something like that. Then I might change it. I'll have to finish up soon, but look at it. Still the sheepy times. Let's be a dick. You see how some don't survive my full swing? I don't know. Very WAF system for some reason. I would not think that, wouldn't you? Half the time. See, they had multiple squeak. There is no escaping for you anymore. Oh god, I'm such a violent person today. So I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And get excited for more Unknown Dragon. Especially with the featured game. It's gonna go places, and don't worry, you don't have to see me slaughtering the animals anymore. Not until after we've done our effects, then yeah, and our combat. Or maybe into it, I don't know. Yeah, I think the ones that get die easier. I don't know. There's a drop system working at full pelt. You guys like my drop system? So I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. And check out other devlog videos if you're feeling like it as well. To see more on the dragon. And get excited. Because sooner or later will eventually come out. At least with the Dark Forest. Someday we're gonna get a demo. It's getting forever close as long as I get the basic gameplay and everything done. So thanks for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. I'm Redcollarwolf, now out. See you next time. Boom.